Hey guys, welcome to the Price Action Trading channel. In this video, I'll give you 7 tips to draw a strong support and resistance line. So these are fundamental rules that you can define for yourself and you can do or mark those support and resistance line in any of the market. Like if you're trading on Forex, if you're trading on binary options, if you're trading on indices. In India, you can trade in indices like Nifty, Nifty 50. In foreign, if you're trading on like Forex, like you can do Euro USD markings. If you are doing binary tradings, you can apply these set of rules in IQ options. So these are fundamental rules that we will discuss in this video. Let's get started. So guys, I'm in Euro USD and the video will work like this, that I'm starting out with 1 day time frame and then we'll move out till 1 minute, so that if the binary options trader is also watching this video, he can also understand how to draw those support and resistance line. And if you're a forex trader, then you're good with 1 day time frame, 4 hour time frame, hourly time frame, or and then you can move down to 5 minutes, and then for binary options it's for like 1 minute time frame. So the first tip that I can give you is to zoom out the chart. I mean, you cannot watch the chart like this. Yes, you can understand the support and resistance here also. If I mark this is support, if I mark here this is resistance, but these are for very small time frame. And if you are a forex trader or a binary, even for a binary trader, this is not useful. I mean, you cannot understand how you are going to see the support and resistance line. Like if you will expect that market goes up and then moves down and then moves up and then there is a fake breakout. So it's simply not going to be helpful for you. So you just have to zoom out the chart and you have to view the chart as a big picture. Now if I move, even I can zoom out like more, I can mark the support and resistance clearly. So if I mark support and resistance, like this would be my support resistance. I'm sorry, this is resistance. If I mark again, this is resistance. If I mark this is also resistance. So you can see now the big picture is to zoom out the chart and then you can see the support and resistance in your terms. Again guys, the second tip would be to mark the levels with your intuition. I mean, what is your gut feeling telling you to mark the certain levels? If you see the level, you have to mark it. If you don't see the level, if you see the market is ranging or going in a bound, like if you see here the market is going like this, so you don't try to put the levels like this, and this is also some level. So the market doesn't behave like this. So, and again, if you think that this is also a good level and you should mark like this. So these are areas, not levels. So mark with your intuition. This is your second tip, and these levels are wrong. I'll tell you how to mark in the third tip, and you can understand the charts very clearly how the market is going to behave around those levels. So those levels have to be something like that market is moving or may have moved in the past around those levels. So that is how you have to mark. Now coming to the third tip, this is very important, and the third tip is see the levels where the price is rejecting more, or the price has rejected in a huge number. Like if you see a level where the price is showing a shooting candle and the price is showing a big wicks, and if you're seeing that the price is showing a pin bar, inside bar, so those levels are very strong. Mark those levels. Let's see, if you see something here, this candle is sort of like a pin bar, so let's mark this. Before this candle you will see that this was also a pin bar. If I zoom more, let's zoom more. Now notice this candle was also a pin bar and the market moved, but it didn't sustain. Now again, see, this is also a level. This is, I'm going into a very small time frame, but this should not happen. If I go into a, let's say, if I zoom out, this is also a level. This is again retouched. So this is also a level. If I move down this line, this is also a level. So this is your third tip. Always mark candles which has shown a big wick, like shooting bar candles or shooting star type candles. Sorry, not shooting bar, it's shooting star candles, pin bar candles. So those are very strong rejections from certain levels. It means the buyers or the sellers were there at those levels, and that is why the price is rejecting. So mark those levels. So those are those three tips. Now let's combine all these three techniques that we have learned so far. First technique, let's remove this line first. Let's remove all the lines. And first technique was zoom out the chart. We have zoomed out. Let's see. Now let's start marking. I see a level here. Okay. Again see a level here. This is also a level. Let's see. This is also a level. I zoomed out the chart. This is my gut feeling. This is my second tip, that you have to mention the chart with your gut feelings. This is my gut feeling, and you notice that this level was sustained here and the market fell down. And the third tip was to see if the market is showing some big candles, big wicks. So if we move here, this is now a good area, good support level. Now these were the three tips combined here. If I zoom in now, this is the level. Now let's quickly go to 5-minute time frame and see if how the market was behaving like this on those candles. Okay. There's not much volume in the 1-minute time frame. Let me just first stick to 1 day, and then maybe I move to some Indian charts for this. Okay, so these were the three tips combined. I'll quickly show you how to see the markets in 1-minute time frame. And if I open one chart, Indian chart, and I'll quickly show you 1-minute time frame over there. Now see guys, this would have been built, this would have been uglier. I have zoomed out. Now I see the levels here. This is some good level. This is also a good level. Again, if I mark again, let's see, this is also a good level. You see this line was showing some wick, that means the buyers were there, right? So these three strategies or the 3 points that I mentioned earlier is applicable to any time frame that you use. Doesn't matter if you're using 1-minute time frame, 10-minute time frame, or 1 day, weekly, or monthly chart. This is applicable to any of the time frames. Guys, my fourth tip would be to mark the candle's body, not the wick first. So let's say if I'm in a 1 minute time frame and I'm marking like this is not a good approach. You have to mark the body first. Let's say this is also a good support and resistance line. This is also a good line. So these are some levels. Now if I would have marked here, this is okay, but not as much of a good support line. Now why so? If I mark this, you notice this line, this big green candle has broken this previously resistance line and now a support line. That means this complete area, this is actually a support area, not simply a support line. So remember this, mark the body first, and then if you see that the levels are getting created or the areas are getting created, tie up those wicks also. But it is not necessary to tie up the wicks. You have to mark the body first. Body is what matters in the price action. So see the levels. Now if I quickly go to 1 minute time, or sorry, 1 day time frame. So let's switch to Euro USD now for 1 day time frame. So my fifth tip would be to mark the levels which has at least 2 or 3 touches. So what I mean by that is, if I mark this level, this is also a good level. This is also a good level. Now it's better if I would have entered, since I was marking like this, it would have been too cluttered and this was also missing. Now in the sixth step, why I would say this is also a good level, but for now let's mark this level, and this is a good support line. Now at least 3 touches has to be there minimum. If you are trading on forex or binary trading or crypto trading, whatever you are trading, mark the touch with which has at least 3 or 2 touches. Doesn't mean, don't go for a support line which are only for 1 touch, which has made like 5 touches, 10 touches. It's not good. If you're like marking the levels in a very tight range, let's see if I mark this and this is not good. It's ugly and it's not reliable. So mark a good touch. See 1 and 2, at least 2 touches are there, and there is also a 3 touch. So if I shift here, now this is considered 1 touch, this complete is 1 touch, and if you notice, we are using body, not wicks here. See this is 1 touch, this is again touch, and this is 3rd touch. After this, it has broken through. So at least 2 or 3 touches has to be there. After that, the levels get unreliable. That means the support will get like resistance, or the resistance will get created as a support. So it gets interchanged. Doesn't mean the levels will not be there. Levels will be there, but the terminologies will be changed. Like support will become resistance and resistance will become support. So at least 2 touches and maximum up to 3 touches you have to trade. I mean, you can trade. It's up to you. Sixth tip would be to use the recent price to mark the support or resistance line. Let's see, if I would have marked like this and there were no market trade was going on, and if we have seen that this is how the market is going and it is coming up and it touched this. So if I move like this, since this is the price action, recent price action, after this the near bottom is like this, the price has gone up. It has gone up for like 6 days, 4 or 6 days, maybe 7, 8, n number of days, let's say, and it has gone down and came again. And if you see this, because of this level, this was the recent price action, and it has made a support area now. Now this is also a good area, this is also a good area. Now we have used the recent price action, so always use the recent price action to mark your support or resistance line. Now you see the big candle was forming here to break this support line. Again it could not break, and then again big candle to break this support line. However, it did not sustain here. It was a false breakout at this level, but see, the market started going down, 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 and it came down at least for quite some time. So use the recent price action to mark the support or resistance line. My seventh tip and the most important tip would be, the longer the time frame takes from that level to go down or from up, the stronger the level is. Let's say if I mark this level, or let's keep this level as it is now. Let's mark this level and remove this. Now see, once this level was broken, the market kept on going, it kept on going, and it did not touch. And if you see, the market again touches this. When it touched this level, it was a big candle, and it still could not sustain that level, and it fell down. So the longer the time frame from that level, the stronger the level is. So this was our level marking, and again it fell down. So it was sort of like, you can say, a area. If I take this is actually an area, and these are false breakouts. If I mark this, now if I zoom out, see the level here. Our low was this, and if we would have been trading as a binary options trader, it would have been still a good level. Don't think as if it is a one-day trade. Think of it as a 1 minute chart, and these are approximately the same levels which would have been on a daily chart, weekly chart, hourly chart, or whatever the chart you are using. So the more the time frame takes from that level to go further down or up, the stronger the level is. Let's take one more example before I move on to the bonus step for you guys. Let's mark this level, or probably this level. Let's zoom out. Which level is the strongest? I would say this is the strongest level, because 1, 2, and 3, and good number of touches. Maybe an area, but for now let's consider this level only. Maybe this level. Now you see, if we would have taken a call here, or maybe a buy option here, see the level, it moved up like this and then created some low, whatever the price action did over there. With the volume analysis, we could have traded like this also, but for now let's consider this. The market movement was from here to here. It was a good move. So now let's move on to the bonus tip now. The bonus tip is, if you are not able to understand the support and resistance line and how to mark them, use the Fibonacci lines and Bollinger Bands. This is the bonus tip, and it will create an easier support and resistance line for you. You will not have to look. What you have to do, I'll give you guys quick explanation. You have to go from swing high. Let's see. Let's cancel these. Swing high to swing low. When you draw the Fibonacci lines for support and resistance line, use the 61.8 line, use the 50 line, and 38.2 line. These three levels are very strong, and you don't need to use any other levels. 1 level is for reversal patterns and 0 level are also for reversal patterns, but these 3 levels are very key levels and the market most likely move up or down from those levels. So this is the bonus step that will help you to see the market differently or the chart differently. I hope you guys understand this video and you will be able to mark the support and resistance beautifully now. And happy trading. If you like this video and you like basic understanding of support and resistance and the charting understanding, consider subscribing to the channel and please like and share this video. This will motivate me to create some more videos, educational videos, so that you can understand the market better. Thank you.